Hi children, good evening to one and all. Today in our class 5 we shall go for chapter 3, that is workforce and energy. We will discuss this concept, and this is one of the basic concept and which is very useful concept. We are going to get in 6th standard or 7th 8th standard, across 10th or intermediate, even up to intermediate we are going to get this chapter, force, work and energy. Very important chapter, and once again very interesting chapter. See now, we will discuss. We go for introduction. See, in case of introduction, our daily life involves numerous tasks. I mean, large number of tasks will be there, we are going to do, such as cleaning the house. See here, this is having the picture, cleaning the house, working at a factory. Okay, some persons are working at a factory, playing in the field. All these activities include several movements that need you to push or pull. In all these activities, either we have to push something or pull something. Daily we are going to do that, right? So we are going to pull the door, we are going to push the door, okay, push windows, pull windows. Likewise we are going to do in our daily life. The object that may react differently when you push or pull, those objects may react differently. If the object is too heavy, they will not move. If the object is very light, they will move far away if you apply large force. Likewise, the objects will respond in a different manner. Okay. Yes, in the above activities can either set an object in motion, shifts its direction. So we can set an object which is in motion, we can make that object to move, change the direction. We can change the direction of an object, or we can change its shape of an object, or put the object back into the rest position. I mean, the moving object can be stopped, or we can change the shape of an object. If you break this, we can break this so that the object shape will be changed. Or either the body which is already in motion, we can stop it, we can catch the ball so that the ball which is in motion, it will be stopped. See here, pushing and pulling, pushing a trolley. Okay, so likewise we are going to have different things. And the object back into the rest position, and on the movement of the push and pull applied on an object is called force. The moment, I mean, this moment of push and pull is nothing but applying a force. We are applying a force. What is the meaning? It either we are pushing an object or we are pulling an object. See here, this is also, we push through the hand. When we press, we are going to keep on the table, so that the pillow is kept on the table. There will be the gravitational force which is towards downward direction. So the gravitational force is nothing but F. We write F is equals to m into g. That is, m indicates mass of the body, m indicates mass of the pillow, and the weight that is kept on, I mean the gravitational pull will be there. Okay, so the earth is going to be attracted towards it. So that one we call it as gravitational pull. They both considered as force. This force is nothing but weight of a body. Alright, we will discuss one by one later. Alright, however, the force is different in every scenario. In different scenario, in different conditions, the force will be different and depends on many other elements that are divided into two categories. I mean, this force is divided into two categories. One is contact force and the other is non-contact force. So what is contact force? With the force that is applicable through touching is called contact force. So when two or more objects come in contact with each other, during the interaction of force is called contact force. See here, a person is pushing a heavy box, and here skating. Okay, he is sliding, a person is sliding. Okay, due to a smooth surface, the person is sliding. Okay, and some sort of vessel is kept on the table and there is a contact force here. So that what happens here when two or more objects, come in contact, at least two objects should come in contact with each other. During the interaction, the force is called. When two forces come into contact, there will be some sort of interaction between them. Suppose I am going to rub my hands. When I rub my hands, there will be the interaction between this hand and that hand. Okay, so that what happens in that interaction, that force we call it as contact force. This contact force is further divided into various types such as applied force, frictional force, normal force, etc. The contact force will be divided into different kinds. One is applied force, frictional force, and one more is normal force. What is applied force? I am going to push an object. That is applied force. I am applying force on an object. So this person is applying force on this box. So this is applied force. Okay, one more is frictional force. So due to frictional force, what happens? The friction will be takes place between the foot of the shoe, foot at the below bottom of the shoe and top of the floor. In between those two things there will be friction. That is frictional force. And the normal force. Normal force is the perpendicular force, this one. See, I have kept some sort of vessel on the table so that there will be the two forces acting on the vessel. One is the force which is in upward direction, the other force is in downward direction. The force which is in upward direction we call it as normal force, and the force which is in downward direction is called gravitational force, or we call it as weight. Okay, the weight or gravitational force will be downward direction and the upward force will be the normal force. So that is the thing. So likewise we are going to get huge examples. And the next one is non-contact force. See, we have studied up to now we have studied the contact force. Contact force means there should be contact between two surfaces, any two surfaces. There should be contact. That one we call it as contact force. Non-contact means there is no need of contact, but there exists a force. What are those? It is opposite to that of contact force. During non-contact force, the objects do not come in to physical contact with each other during the interaction. The main types of non-contact forces are the gravitational force, electrostatic force, and magnetic force. Here are few examples of non-contact force. One is apple falling from the tree. The apple which is completely ripened, or when some sort of heavy wind is blowing, some sort of fruit will be fallen from the tree. So there will be no contact between the earth and the fruit which is on the tree, but the fruit will fall towards the earth. So this is one of the non-contact force. A football kicked high into the air, falling towards the earth. This is the second example. When we kick a football towards some height, after some time the football will reaches the ground by itself. So because there is a attractive force between the earth and the football. So that is the non-contact force. An iron nail attracted towards the magnet. When we keep an iron nail near to the magnet, it will be attracted, though they both are not in contact. So that is non-contact force. Example for non-contact force. Piece of paper attracting towards the comb. When we comb the dry hair, you just comb the dry hair and place the small pieces of papers on the floor, and you try to keep your comb which is already rubbed with your hair, which should be the dry hair. It should not be the wet hair or oily one, right? So that it will be attracted. Next one is the forces is measured in Newton. See children, the unit of force is Newton. See here, he is the Newton, Sir Isaac Newton. So the unit of force is measured in Newton. The units are very, very, very important in our physics. Remember, children, units are very important. Okay, so you should learn what is the unit. The unit of work is joule and the unit of force is Newton. Right. So we will discuss in future. The application of force causes work. So with the application of force, the work is said to be done. I am applying some sort of force on a chair so that the chair is moving. When I apply some sort of force on a chair, the chair is moving. That is what we call it as displacement. The chair is displaced from that position. The chair changed its position when I apply some sort of force. By applying some sort of force, when there exists some sort of change in the body, that itself we call it as work. We will discuss. Alright. It results in the movement of an object. When the force is applied on an object, what? That force results in the movement of the object, and when this happens, the work is said to be done. Okay. And even the work performed can differ in various forms. Okay, work will be performed in various forms. The work could be either positive, which means the force is in the same direction as displacement. Okay, see here the positive work in the sense a boy is pushing the box in this particular direction. He is applying the force in this particular direction. Okay, and the box is also moving in the same direction. See, this is the applied force and the box moving displacement, the displacement of the box. So the displacement of the box, they both are in the same direction. So such type of thing we call it as positive work. Even lifting the a small bag, lifting the small bag up. Okay, when we lift it, what is happening? I am applying force towards upward direction and the bag is also moving in the same direction. So such kind of things we call it as, when you apply in one particular direction, if the same body moves in the same direction, then that is called as what is known as positive work. And the next one is, the work could be negative, indicating the displacement of an object is opposite to the direction of force. If you apply the direction in one particular direction and the displacement will be in opposite direction, then that is called as negative work. Right? For example, see here, what is happening? Negative work, pulling the box down the ramp. There is a ramp here, ramp means sliding. So when we pull the box down, what is happening? The work, then it is called as what is known as negative work. Actually the box should be moved up, but we are pulling it down. So that is what we call it as negative work. And the next one is, the work could be zero, which means the force and the displacement are perpendicular to each other. In other words, there is no displacement at all. I am applying a force on wall. So this is the wall. I am applying some sort of force on this. So that wall is, there is no displacement in this particular wall. So that itself indicates that I have not done any of the work. This is what we call it as zero work. Okay, so this is zero work. And one more example for the negative work is, so there will be a slope, like this slant position. There will be the heavy stone. I am trying to push it up, but due to the slant position, due to the slope, the stone is coming towards downward direction. So I am applying in one direction, but the body is coming in opposite direction. So that self we call it as negative work. To understand the kind of work done, we calculate using the formula W is equals to force into displacement. Work is nothing but force into displacement. The standard unit of work is joule. Remember that the SI unit of work is joule. So what is the formula? W is equal to force into displacement. Remember that, children, this formula is very important for you. The force into displacement. Right? So boy is pushing in this direction, the displacement is in opposite direction. So that is one. So the SI unit of work is joule. Remember that. SI unit, the standard unit of work is joule, and the CGS unit is erg. Erg is the CGS unit. In future we are going to discuss what is joule. Okay, what is the value of joule, what is the value of erg, everything in the forthcoming classes. Okay. See here, there is one concept which will give you a creative idea for you children. That is, did you know, what is that? Gravitational force keeps the earth orbiting around the sun. We all know that the earth is revolving around the sun. Why the earth is not falling down? Why the earth is revolving only in one particular direction, particular orbit around the sun? The reason is there exists a gravitational force between the sun and earth. It keeps the earth moving around the sun. Okay, so that is one of the fact. One more is the earth is the strong bar magnet. Okay, so earth is a strong bar magnet which has north and south poles. Earth is also having north and south pole. Anything you keep away, you try to keep away from the earth, it will definitely fall down. So earth acts as a strong bar magnet. A compass needle points the earth magnetic north and south pole. You will be having compass needle, children. I think you have observed that in watches also they will give the compass needle. Okay, in different situations you are going to get the compass needle. So what it will give you the direction, which is north, which is south, which is east, like that. Okay, so this is the new concept. And then one more is, now we go for energy. I think still now we have studied about the work. Now we go for energy. So what is energy? In order to apply force and perform the work, we need the ability. We need some ability. In order to do some work, we need to have some ability to do it. The ability to perform the work, that ability we call it as energy. Suppose if you have not eat food for 2 days, can you make 10 rounds around your home? Highly impossible, because you don't have energy. When we eat food, you will gain energy. With that energy you can do lot of work. Without energy you can't do any work. Okay, next one, work, right. Without energy you won't be able to perform even the simplest tasks. So it is essential to refill yourself. So that is why we are going to eat food in the morning, afternoon and evening, because we are gaining energy by taking food, water, fruits, etc. and etc. Okay, so refill yourself by a regular supply of energy that can be obtained from the food we eat, like green vegetables, fruits and nuts, that give you the required strength to perform your daily works and keeps you healthy and wise. So definitely don't skip the food, children. Skipping the food is very bad habit and it costs you much in your life. Okay, it will be very dangerous to your life in future. As of now you will be good. If you skip the food, in future you are going to get lot of problems, right? To stay healthy and strong, we need energy in the form of food. Eat healthy foods. Don't go for junk foods like gobi, pani puri, pizza, burger. Don't take that food. You try to take healthy foods like vegetables, fruits. Okay, refill yourself with good nutrition, stay fit and stay smart. So eat well, gain energy, do your work. If you get energy, you can do the work. Okay, right. The next thing is quiz. So with this we have completed the topic. We shall try to solve few quiz questions. You just try to pause it and do it yourself. Okay? Okay. See now. What is force? Is it a type of energy, a push or a pull, a machine or a sound? The answer is push or a pull. Which of these is an example of work being done? Here in the following things, the work should be done. In order to do work, we have to apply force After applying force, the body should get displaced. See, we will see the object. Holding a heavy bag. When I hold a heavy bag in my hand, is it displaced? The position of the bag has been changed or not? No. So this is not work. So pushing a wall, that does not move. So I am pushing the wall here. The wall is not moving. There is no displacement. So that is not work. Lifting a book from the floor. From the floor, I am lifting a book. Okay, the book has been displaced from floor to my hand. So this is work. This is C is the right option. So standing still, I am just standing still. I don't have any motion. So there is no displacement, no work. Next, what happens when you apply force to a moving object? Okay, when you apply force to a moving object, if it always stops, it can change the speed or direction, it disappears, nothing happens. It can change the speed or direction. It may slow down the speed or it may fast up. That depends upon the force that which you have applied. We cannot consider it always stops. It may stop, but it always not stops. So which type of energy does a moving car have? The car which is already in motion will have kinetic energy. We will discuss potential energy, kinetic energy, so like that. You remember that always the moving object will have kinetic energy. You try to remember this. We will discuss this topic later. Which surface causes more friction? Smooth ice, rough floor, wet floor. Smooth ice and wet floor, both all these three are smooth surfaces. Rough floor is the different one and rough floor will have more friction. So the right answer is rough floor. So next we go for fill in the blanks. A push or pull is called dash. It's left to you. You try to answer this question because already we have discussed it once, twice, thrice, the same concept. You try to do this. I will not do it. This is to you. Okay, you should answer. You should answer. I will not answer. Please give me in the comment box. Please tell me in the comment box. Answer for this. Energy is the ability to do what? Work. Next one. A moving object has dash energy. Kinetic energy. Next one. Friction acts in the dash direction of motion. Opposite direction. If motion in one particular direction, the friction will be opposite direction. Opposite direction. When we lift an object, we do dash. Work. We do work. So the next concept is, alright, true or false. The friction helps us to walk without slipping. Yes, it is true. Work is done when an object does not move. If an object does not move, does the work done? No. The answer is false. A stationary object has kinetic energy. Stationary means the object which is at rest. Does it have kinetic energy? No, it is false. A moving object will be having kinetic energy. Stationary object will have potential energy. Remember, children. Alright. Energy can be changed from one form to another form. Yes, this is true. Alright, we are having short questions now. Name one example of force. A pushing of an object. Okay. A moving of a bus. Moving of a bus or moving train will have some sort of force. Okay. Kicking the football. You can tell lot of examples like that. What type of energy does a stretched rubber band have? When the rubber band is stretched like this. Okay. When it is stretched, what happens? It will be in still position, rest position. It will have potential energy. We will discuss this concept in the future classes, right? PE, I am going to write potential energy we will have. What shows down a rolling ball on the floor? What slows down? What slows down a rolling ball on the floor? Which will slow down a rolling ball? The friction. Friction make you the ball slows down. Okay. All right. So, moral of the day, children. Today's moral is small forces can make big changes. Okay, so when you have a small force, I mean in the sense when you read little every day, you can gain much knowledge, okay, in your future. Try to apply small force in education so that you will have a bright future, or I mean bright change in your life. Okay, good children, bye, stay tuned to my channel and see, subscribe, okay, have a thumbnail and comment, give me a comment on this channel. Okay, bye, we shall meet in the next class.